Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Uniformed Services University Class of 2020. I am Captain Sean Hussey, Uniformed Services University Brigade Commander. Today's ceremony recognizes years of graduate study by our students, and for all, it represents the expression of service to our nation, at home and abroad, in military and civilian life. Our students have dedicated themselves to learning to care for those in harm's way, and to improve the human condition. We are here today to honor and reward them. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Dr. Louis Pangaro, Professor of Medicine.
Ladies and gentlemen, because of the global pandemic, this year USU is having virtual commencement ceremonies. Today is the second of such events, where all of our School of Medicine graduate students, both civilians and uniformed, will receive their degrees. We are joined online by several members of our Board of Regents, including Surgeons General, and by senior military health systems leaders, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the students and their families. At this time, let us pause for a moment of silence to honor those who have lost their lives in the current pandemic, as well as the men and women of the military health system who have given their lives in the line of duty and in service to our country. Today's ceremony is a formal recognition of remarkable achievements. Printed programs, which include the names of all the students who are graduating, will be provided to the students. Dr. Richard Thomas, President of the Uniformed Services University, will introduce our commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This year, our commencement speaker is Dr. Alan I. Leshner. Dr. Leshner served as the Chief Executive Officer of the American Association for the Advancement of Science and also as the Executive Publisher of the Journal of Science. Prior to that, Dr. Leshner served as the Director of the National Institute of Drug Abuse from 1994 to 2001, and also as the Deputy Director and later Acting Director of the National Institute of Mental Health. Dr. Leshner also served the National Science Foundation in many different leadership roles. He's an elected Fellow of the National Academy of Public Administration and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Leshner also served the Governing Council of the Institute of the National Academies of Sciences. He was appointed to the National Science Board by President Bush in 2004 and again by President Obama in 2011. We are very fortunate today to have a keynote address for the graduating students, which we will now show.
Greetings and congratulations to everyone here today. To the graduates, congratulations on reaching this very important milestone and becoming full members of the scientific enterprise. To the parents, congratulations. Your children have benefited fully from your moral and financial support and have reached this important milestone that they wouldn't have reached without you. And to the faculty, congratulations. Your scientific children are children no more. They're now your scientific colleagues, your scientific siblings. To the graduates, you're embarking on a scientific career at perhaps the most important time in American scientific history. Scientific advances are coming at a phenomenal pace, not only incremental advances that build on past history, but transformative advances that change the way we fundamentally think about important aspects of modern life and modern society. The future of humankind depends on where science will lead us, what solutions science will provide, and there are many, many problems yet to be solved. Of course, the coronavirus pandemic has put tremendous pressure and tremendous visibility on the scientific enterprise. Everyone is depending on science. Everyone sees science as hope, as the way to figure out how to get out of this tragedy and move on with normal life. I've been particularly pleased to see how members of the scientific community from virtually every field have come together to work in new partnerships to solve these very difficult problems. scientists from physics, from chemistry, of course, from biomedical science, from the social and the behavioral sciences to help us deal with this multifaceted set of problems we're encountering for the first time ever. As for advice, I don't have much really to offer you, but I have a couple of related thoughts to share. First, with this graduation, you've opened a variety of doors to new career possibilities and new career paths. I urge you to explore all of them. In the old days, graduate students were expected, when they finished their degrees, to go on to become academic researchers. That's no longer the case. Scientists are needed everywhere, in every sector of society, and good science anywhere is good for science everywhere. I encourage you to explore all of the opportunities available to you. And if along your career path you find that you're getting bored or you're no longer so interested in what you're doing, remember that there are many different possibilities available to you, and I would urge you then to explore alternative routes. Everyone should do work that they love. Work that you love, that you find to have high impact, is what really matters in the workplace. And there are many different ways that you can approach that. Follow your dreams, not anybody else's dreams, but follow your own heart and your own mind as you go along the way. Again, I want to offer my warm congratulations to everybody. This is indeed a wonderful day.
It is now my pleasure to virtually welcome and to introduce the distinguished members of the university's Board of Regents. The Honorable Jonathan Woodson, Chair. Dr. Ronald Blank. The Honorable Sheila Burke. Dr. Michael Johns. Dr. Kenneth Mortsugu. General Retired Richard Cody. Dr. Leo Rouse. The Honorable Gail Walensky. The Honorable Thomas McCaffrey, Assistant Secretary of Defense for Health Affairs. Lieutenant General R. Scott Dingell, the Surgeon General, U.S. Army. Rear Admiral Bruce Gillingham, Surgeon General, U.S. Navy. Lieutenant General Dorothy Hogg, Surgeon General, U.S. Air Force. Vice Admiral Jerome Adams, the Surgeon General of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all. The Board of Regents Award is the highest honor the university can bestow on a graduating student. Outstanding students were nominated from the F. Edward Hebert School of Medicine, the Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing, as well as the Postgraduate Dental College. The 2020 recipient from the School of Medicine graduate program is Dr. Omni Letitia Cassidy, School of Medicine, graduate student in the Department of Medical and Clinical Psychology. Congratulations, Dr. Cassidy.
It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Arthur Kellerman, Dean of the F. Edward Hebert School of Medicine, who will be announcing the School of Medicine Graduate Education Faculty Award.
Every year, the graduate programs in biomedical sciences for the School of Medicine recognize one faculty member for the Outstanding Biomedical Graduate Educator Award. The recipient of this year's award is Dr. Tracy Sobraco, Professor of the Department of Medical and Clinical Psychology. Congratulations, Dr. Sobraco.
It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Saibal Day, Associate Dean for Graduate Education in the F. Edward Hebert School of Medicine. Dr. Day will join Dean Kellerman in presenting the School of Medicine candidates who are receiving their doctoral and master's degrees in biomedical sciences for the conferral of the degrees.
President Thomas, on behalf of the faculty of the graduate programs at the Dean of School of Medicine, I present the following candidates for the degree Master of Health Professions Education.
By virtue of the authority vested in the university by the Congress of the United States, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the concurrence of our University Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Health Professions Education, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Welcome to this honorable company of scholars.
The following graduates are receiving the degree Master of Health Professions Education. Lieutenant Colonel Courtney Ann Judd. Lieutenant Walter Bailey Kuchera. Miss Sonny Jade Yeager. President Thomas, on behalf of the faculty of the graduate programs and the Dean of School of Medicine, I present the following candidate for the degree Master of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in the university by the Congress of the United States, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the concurrence of our University Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Science, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Welcome to this honorable company of scholars.
The following graduate is receiving the degree Master of Science in Molecular and Cell Biology. Captain William H. Horn IV. President Thomas, on behalf of the faculty of the graduate programs and the Dean of the School of Medicine, I present the following candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
By virtue of the authority vested in the university by the Congress of the United States, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the concurrence of our University Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Welcome to this honorable company of scholars.
The following graduates are receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Degrees from the Department of Medical and Clinical Psychology are awarded to Dr. Omni Letitia Cassidy, Dr. Fernanda Pinheiro de Oliveira, Dr. Julia Ann Garza, Dr. Alexandria Morettini Kuchera, Dr. Joanna Ruth Lillian Sells. Degrees from the graduate program in Emerging Infectious Diseases are awarded to Dr. Chelsea Ryan Bogart, Dr. Brittany LaShawn Hardy, Dr. Cassandra Sade Hunter, Dr. Patrick Tracy Lawbrick, Dr. Adrian Caroline Paskey, Dr. Deborah Michelle Stiefler, Dr. Caitlin Lee Williams. Degrees from the graduate program in Molecular and Cell Biology are awarded to Dr. Shimona Ratila, Dr. Erin Michelle Sheffels, Dr. Philip James Spreadborough. Degrees from the graduate program in neuroscience are awarded to Dr. Peter J. Attilio, Dr. Nikki Murray McCormack, Dr. John Richard Reed. A degree from the Physician Scientist program is awarded to Dr. Patricia Ann Vo.
I am very pleased to now share a brief video message for all of today's graduates from one of our strongest supporters, who needs no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Warm greetings to you all from across the Rockville Pike here in Bethesda, Maryland. My name is Tony Fauci, and I'm director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases at the National Institutes of Health. My other day job, seemingly there are no nights anymore, is as a member of the White House Coronavirus Task Force. I'm wearing both hats today, and although I cannot be with you in person, I am nonetheless very delighted to have this opportunity to address you, the graduate education program class of 2020 of the Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences. I also want to welcome all who are joining in this celebration, administrators, faculty, and staff, and your family and friends. The world as we knew it has recently been totally upended by an unprecedented global pandemic, a truly historic event that has unsettled every aspect of our lives, including your graduation. I know that celebrating your accomplishment in this disconnected way, without the in-person support of friends, teachers, and fellow students, must feel disheartening to say the least. However, as new minted graduates of this university, you represent the best and brightest next generation biomedical scientists. Now, more than ever, we need your talent, your energy, your resolve, and your character. Some of you will be researchers elucidating how SARS coronavirus 2 causes disease, or you will be developing medical solutions, diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines. With the outstanding training that you have had, I am certain that some of you will be innovators, collaborators, and leaders in this struggle. Directly or indirectly, however, it is inevitable that all of you will experience in some way the extraordinary impact of this pandemic on your newly emerging careers. I remember clearly when I was at the NIH in the early 1980s that the recognition of a new virus, later named HIV, caused me to make an abrupt turn in my own career. Only decades later could I adequately reflect on how enormous an impact that virus has had on the global community. Right now, we are in a similar period of uncertainty. We have no clear idea of where this pandemic will go or what it will do. Will we have a second wave, similar to the second wave of the catastrophic influenza pandemic of 1918? If so, will we be prepared to adequately respond? We must face this COVID-19 pandemic together and all do our part to overcome this challenge as individuals, as members of families, and as connected participants in society. A staggering number of lives have been lost in just a few months. The healthcare systems in certain cities and regions of our country have come perilously close to being overrun, and our return to some form of normality will be neither fast nor easy. We will get through this, however, and undoubtedly many of you, one way or another, will be in the vanguard showing us how. And so, to the class of 2020, congratulations, stay safe, and do good work. I look forward to the future contributions you will make in so many areas of biomedical science that ultimately will transcend the current challenge of COVID-19.
I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations to all the graduates today. But remember, nobody does this alone. You make it to this stage in your professional careers because of the love and support of family and friends, those that care about you. So I'd like to thank all the families and the friends of our graduates for the support that you've provided over the years to all of our graduates. Now, we hope to have another recognition ceremony, this time in person, with all of our graduates and their families to celebrate these accomplishments, perhaps later this year. But in the meantime, I want our graduates to please think about those who have supported you over the years and take the time to reach out and say thank you. for everything they have done, those people have done to make sure that you've been successful. Again, congratulations.
Graduates, you're embarking on your professional careers at an extraordinary time in the history of our nation. You've distinguished yourselves through your studies and your research, and you're well prepared to serve our nation as scientists, psychologists, and leaders. Although I regret that we couldn't hold commencement at Constitution Hall, this does not in any way diminish the pride felt by your sponsors, your departmental and program faculty, the past and present GEO deans, and me. We join your families, parents, friends, and classmates in offering our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. Go forth and make us proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's virtual commencement. On behalf of the entire university, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates. We would also like to express our gratitude to the many members of the USU community whose outstanding efforts helped to orchestrate this unique and historic ceremony.
you.